release. We feel the energy of the eclipse coming out. And that's pretty intense with Mars going retrograde or Mars going direct. When Mars is going direct in Scorpio, holy moly. Embrace yourself. I was receiving some messages and it was pretty intense. And I needed to sit down, and also this morning I was like, oh my God, what happened? And I'm still not know. I still don't know what happened. It is pretty intense. It was almost like a blast that came in, and a blast of how do you call it? A blast of such a force, masculine force, and attacking the feminine energy, that I thought, what the heck is going on here? And then I started to see it was the dark side and the shadow side of the masculine that was attacking the feminine energy. And I was like, no way, Jose, you know, I don't think I will let it go on. I stepped in and I said, no, this is not the way we're doing it. You know, we're getting out. Get out, you know, get out of that situation. Because that energy was so forceful, and it was such a low vibrational energy, attacking the feminine on her femininity, on her sexuality. So know that these things is able to happen, you know, these days, the upcoming days. So I was like totally overwhelmed by it. I was totally confused. And I just said one thing: light, light, light. Give me more light, give me more light, give me more light, to elevate to elevate the energies. And when I was channeling this, I was also thinking, you know, this is not just happening to me, this is happening to the whole collective of the feminine. So be prepared for the return of Mars in Scorpio, under influence of the sun eclipse. So I was like, whoa, this is a new kind of energy I need to deal with. And I think that will be also for a lot of other women at the moment. So know that you need to prepare yourself for these energies. So let's go on with the divine twin flame reading. Let's see what the twin flame has in store for us today. Oh, this one flipped out. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I thought, I want to go home. I want to go home. Yeah, I want to get out of this low density energy. You need to take charge, and that's the masculine mind space. You know, take charge. Go to the light. You know. Bring your horses in alignment, so they're not going from one side to the other side, but get them into alignment that they are going the same direction. And you can also do this with your feet. You know, if you put your feet together, your toes together, when you're laying down and you put your toes together, then you know you're going in the same direction. So and the feminine is needing to take charge, and that is probably because the feminine was too much in her feminine energy, so we have to shift to our masculine energy. And in the masculine mind space is the masculine wants to take action, the masculine wants to move forward towards the divine feminine. There's no time for no wasting time anymore. He is just going, okay, this is the direction I want to go. This is the feminine I want to be with, and I'm taking action on that. Okay. So what's in the divine masculine's heart space? What's in the divine masculine's, wow, gee. That's exploding. His heart is exploding. Let's see. There are a few cards popped out. And let's, yay. Well, that's exactly what I meant with the energy. It's totally chaos. It's totally chaos. Oh my goodness. And I feel that energy. Who else is feeling this energy? My cat is staring at my rat outside. And she's saying, I see her like, that's a nice snack. So, yeah, a bit distracted, right? That's the energy I feel. Okay, what is the divine masculine? Oh, wow. He sees the divine feminine is under attack and he doesn't like that. He wants to be there for her. He wants to take action and say, okay, I want to be there for you. I want to protect you. And he is giving her advice and get her back in balance. He says you have the balance within you. Find the balance, find the light, because you already have the key. You already have the key, and and you thought this time it would be different, but it isn't. It's still the same old paradigm energy from the second dimension, I hear. Okay. So how is it possible that the divine feminine drops back into a second dimension? And that's what is going on at the moment in the collective energies. The control, all that stuff. So oh wow, okay, because divine feminine has the world, has this energy of you having the world, you having everything that you want, and now there is something that I want to drag you down for, because all your cups are filled except one, and it could be that the divine love is coming in for the divine feminine, and all her cups are full. She's independent. She can take care of herself. She is fruitful. She can she can break a glass. That's what I hear. She can break a glass. So, and now she is with new projects. So then there is this energy that wants to disturb it. And I don't want to see it as the divine masculine as a person. You know, it's not about the divine masculine as a person. It's about the substances they use and the energy behind it that comes in to attack you. Because only through that energy they could attack you from a second dimensional energy. Because they're seeing you are new, you are starting new projects, starting new things, you know, shining your light, and there is more and more to come your way. So, and it's about money, bringing back the money into balance. So if that's the case, then it's a wound of the divine masculine that's connected to the money. You know, probably would say, you know, I worked my whole life so hard, and you know, now everybody else wants my money, or now the feminine comes in, and I had to give my share, and blah de blah de blah de blah. You know, and that's where it's going about. But what we forget is the karma that plays out here, the karma of the energy of money that has to do with in the ancient times, in time, in years ago. I think now, what is it, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, when a feminine married a masculine, you know, she had to have a diary, and all that money that she brought in went to the masculine. So she needed to be from good come off, or a good background for to get married into a relationship with a masculine equal, or even more. So most of the time the feminine needed to have more than the masculine, so she could be a good match to get married. So all the money from the feminine went to the masculine, and even if they had children, you know, the money would stay with the masculine, would not go to the children, would stay with the masculine. So that's a huge old paradigm, but we are still clearing that karma, and it's very deep. It's a very deep wound in the masculine's energy about that money, because the program of the masculine is that they have to earn money, they have to provide, they need to be able to take care of the feminine. You know, even whatever happens, he needs to bring in the money, and he needs to bring in a stable foundation. And when he worked for a long time so hard, and then the feminine is going away with half of the money, you know, that opens and that leaves a big wound or a big gap in the masculine's energy. So it doesn't always mean it is like that, but most of the masculine carry resentment towards that. They're carrying a huge resentment towards the divine feminine, and that's where the name gold digger is coming from. You know, that there is, when a man has assets, or he is rich, or he has a good job, it's a great catch for women. But it's not a catch of, it's not a catch for the women that are in their divine feminine energy, that can provide for themselves. You know, most women want to be taken care of, you know, because it's hard when you have children, you have a job, you know, and they really want this masculine energy around to take care of them. So that's a totally sidetrack because of the message that came out. You know, if it doesn't resonate with you, you just toss it out and move on. So what's in the divine masculine's heart space? He is offering the cup of love towards the divine feminine. He is coming in with a new energy. He's offering his love, and he's saying, you know, everything will be okay. You know, I wish I could be there for you. I wish I could, you know, support you in that way. You know, and you exactly told me what you needed, and that's what she received. So in his he is totally in his heart space, and offering that energy towards him. It's a new energy. It's an energy of compassion. It's an energy of caring, and it's also, it could be that there is a younger person coming in your life from the past that is offering his of her cup towards you. Okay, so he's saying, you know, new beginnings. I see you had a hard time, you know. I offer you my love, and I hope everything will be okay, and you will be well. So I also hear you received energetic energy. So what you need to do is to go as fast as you can to the light and step into the light. So meditate, sit still, meditate, go into that light. Okay? There's some cards here. Okay, how does he see the divine feminine? Wow. He sees the divine feminine. I pick one card because I can keep on giving messages here. I have here 3 cards that fell out. It's the moon, it's the page, and it's the cup of love. So the first one who dropped out was this one. So I take this card. He sees her as loving, as caring, as unconditional love. You know, whatever happens, the divine feminine always sees the things as sorry guys, I'm distracted. Unconditional love. So that's it. That's what the divine masculine sees. That she has a huge heart, that she's unconditional love, and that she's sending unconditional love. Because of that unconditional love, and she's going with the flow and going with that stream, she experienced also a lot. So that's what he sees. She's going with that flow exactly of the universe, exactly of what the energies are doing, and he's seeing that she is going in that energy of offering her cup. You know, being in that love and in that unconditional love energy. Wow. And why is she in that unconditional love energy? That's because she is seeing behind it all. She's seeing behind the wounds. she's seeing behind the person, and she also sees that it's an energy that doesn't belong to the divine masculine, but just gets that old resentment energy out. And that's what the divine feminine sees and says, yeah, I see it, but I still love you. There's no way I can't love you, or that my love can stop here for you, because I know it's coming from wounds. It's coming from and that energy that comes through you, that's the one you need to stop. That's the one you say, okay, no, you have no access to my energy. Okay? So notice what's going on in the here, divine feminine energy, Tower. Exactly, Tower. She got this Tower moment. She's got this energy of like, oh my gosh. And in some cases, the energy of the Tower is very, very profound and very, very strong, and not always negative. Because out of this energy, you discover what you need to transform within yourself. That okay, I can't, with certain people, I can't lower my my guards. I need to get my guards up with the persons and with the people I'm around with. Otherwise, this Tower will hit me and hit me and hit me again till I learn my lesson. And probably the divine feminine didn't learn her lesson yet, or she was just in that one occasion that she lowered her guard. And because she has love and she has trust in her life, but that's not it. Sometimes that's not enough. And this Tower is coming again. This Tower is coming to see how strong is your foundation. And so it needs to, the divine feminine needs to build your foundation. If you don't build your foundation, is in this time, will be you will be swept off your feet. Yeah. So that's in her mind space, and she knows that these things are happening to her to learn her lessons. She's aware of it. So what's in her heart space? Yeah. In her heart space, there's the treasure box. The material things, the love. She has the key. I call it always Pandora's box. And Pandora's box is opening, when you open the Pandora's box, there are all kinds of treasures in there. And it's the treasure of love, it's the treasure of stability, it's the treasure of gain. It's a beautiful box. It's new beginnings, it's protection. There are gems in there, and she's holding the key to that box. And it could be that there are that divine feminine has some projects going on that will give her more foundation. So how is the feminine seeing the divine masculine? Endings. The Knight of Swords. She is seeing the masculine as an energy of communication, but not the right communication. You know, it's the communication about dark sides, about the dark stuff, about what is playing out in his subconscious mind, comes out to the surface. So that's what's going on, and she sees it. She sees, okay, you know, now you're hitting around yourself, and you want to belittle the divine feminine because she's radiating, she has a good energy, she loves her life, you know, she is she's in prosperity, she gives, and the divine masculine, you know, doesn't know how to deal with it, and then this energy comes in, and it's hitting back to the divine feminine. So okay, I also get another scenario now. Because this has to do with the third dimensional realm, I hear. And go to another realm, go to the fifth dimensional realm, and see what this means in the fifth dimensional realm. Okay. Okay, in the fifth dimensional realm, the divine masculine is taking action towards the light. It's aligning his energy and moving forward and saying, I'm moving forward. I'm taking the cow by the horns, instead of the horses, directing the horses, but I'm taking the cow by the horns, and I'm guiding the way. I'm leading the way towards the light, and I will take you there. I will take you there because there's so much love in my heart space for you, and I want to give you everything that you deserve. And when you receive everything what you want to receive from me, you know, you will receive the light, you will receive more love. And that's because he sees the love in her. He sees how caring she is. She sees how much she gives towards the divine masculine, how much she gives, and how much she loves him. So that's how he sees it in the divine, in the fifth dimensional realm. What you see in the fifth dimensional realm for the feminine energy is that she needs this tower to let go of the old paradigm, and to see that she doesn't belong there anymore, that she is not in alignment with that energy, that energy needs to be out of her life instead of in her life. And it's just a reminder, like when you go there, you know, you're getting all the wrong energies, that is not good for you, because it's not your frequency. So you will get in that frequency that you will be hurt or confronted all the time with lower frequency energies of jealousy, of conviction, of judgment, of all these things. And your mind needs to start to think totally different to protect itself. Well, when you're in a higher vibration, you don't have to do anything than love, you know, then, because there is on that fifth dimensional realm, there is this energy of love. So you don't have to defend yourself or guard yourself anymore. And that's where the divine feminine struggles with in the third dimensional realm, that she has to guard herself, because in the fifth dimensional realm you don't need a guard, you don't need to shield yourself, because everybody's in that same frequency, that thinks the same, that loves the same, that helps the same, that supports the same. So only in the third dimensional realm, this is it. And she lived too much in, I would say divine feminine was too much in the fifth dimensional realm, um, um, and forgot to guard, to take, put her guard up, and then things will happen to her. Okay, in the fifth dimensional realm, in her heart space, abundance is coming towards her, and she knows this in her heart space. Everything that she wants in her life is coming there, because she's carrying the key of the universal laws that attracts everything into her life. And I hear it's the because you were loyal, because you trusted, because you opened yourself, this is your reward. So in her heart space, there is abundance coming in, and she knows this. In the fifth dimensional realm, she knows that there is good communication with her divine masculine, necessary or possible to get in that bigger frequency of understanding each other. Understanding, loving each other with loving communication. And that's how the divine feminine sees the divine masculine. That he is that strong divine masculine that can get her through everything. He lifts her up. When she is going down, he will say, "Oh no, I'm not letting you going that direction. I will lift you up so we can fly together again on into the same direction." So he won't let her fall. He will lift her up so she can fly again. And that's what the divine feminine sees in the divine masculine. Okay. So thank you, guides, for explaining the third and the fifth dimensional realms, what's going on in both of these realms, and how we can prepare ourselves for that. Hi there. What will support the divine masculine? What will support the divine masculine? Wow. The Page of Swords and the Page of Wands. So new communication and new fire. He wants to communicate. He wants to communicate with her. He wants to communicate with the divine feminine to get her out of that set, and want to give her a new fire, and knowing, also knowing that there are new beginnings. I see you had a hard time. I see, this is communication of a totally different caliber. Yeah. Oh, wow. He's offering her better and new communication. It could also mean you will get an apology. So that will support the divine masculine, maybe to apologize towards the divine feminine about the behavior. So that will help to bring new energy in, to bring more energy in, not to how do you call this? Because I have a feeling about, I feel that energy of alienated, um, um, being alone. I'm getting this feeling of the divine masculine being alone, loneliness, not knowing how to respond towards the divine feminine. While there is this new fire in him, growing, that wants to move forward towards the divine feminine, but because of the communication and of what happened, is this kind of feeling shame, feeling ashamed, because the divine feminine doesn't take that energy anymore. She says, well, if you're in this state, I won't be able to be with you, I'd rather be on my own, and I'd rather be with other people in my life than if you give me this treatment, I'd rather go somewhere else, because that's not what I deserve. Okay, so that's what I see, and the divine masculine wants to talk about this, and he wants to apologize for his behavior. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, where are you coming from? Good morning. We're late in the afternoon here. So, how does he sees the relationship with the divine feminine? Well, I see there is new fire for her igniting. He doesn't understand why she's not reacting in the way that he expected her to react. Because she handles it. Hi Mariska. Because she handles it. She handles the communication, and most of the time she says, well, this is yours, this is not mine, this is something I let go, it's all yours, and I'm not reacting to it. But now Mars is going retrograde, so she's more fired up than anything else. Okay, but yeah, she is hiding it behind a cool face, like, I'm not bothered by this because it's not mine. And I think that's the best, that she can do. How does the divine masculine sees the divine feminine in the relationship? That they can, and that's in the fifth dimensional realm, that they can have good communication, that there is neutral things. He also sees that she's hurt. So and that there is so much being done to her, and still can carry herself as a queen. She still carries herself as a queen. She's not letting herself be defeated by words or defeated by actions, because that's, she says, that's not mine. I can understand that I can trigger that energy out of you, but it's different if you react on it. So if the divine masculine is reacting on his own pain or fears, and still hiding behind it, it's time that he gets in therapy, or it's time that he dives into his own pain and sorrows that is triggering that energy. And some men are just too old to do this, because you need to have backbone to do this work. You need to be strong. You need to be courageous. You need to have all the elements together to do this, because all the elements are coming up, and the weird part is most feminine, let me direct that, the women who are the witches, who are the seers, who are connected with the universe, connected with God, connected with source, connected with the goddess, see these things coming on way before that you ever thought about it. She already saw things coming, so she is already prepared. That some things, because she gets the warnings, and that's how she can protect herself. So she can say, okay, nothing to do with you. It all has to do with the wounded child of the masculine. And if he's not able to do the work, then, you can let it go. You would say, after such a long time, that's happening with the divine masculine and the divine feminine's energies, it would be already in balance with the masculine and the feminine. He would already have balance in his masculine energy and balance with his feminine energy. But when I tune in, it's more like he is more scared of his feminine energy than something else, because then he needs to be vulnerable, and in a society of men, that's really hard. You can't be vulnerable in a society of men, because then they will chop your head off, right? So so if he sees the feminine as a divine masculine, and I feel so many energies here, I see my screen starts to flicker and the light starts to move around. I feel my guides and I feel my goddess around me. So yeah, that's how he sees the divine feminine at the moment, the relationship. And the relationship, he sees that she is the light, that she carries the light, and that she is in this, she can communicate. Okay, divine feminine. 3 cards here. Oh, these cards we had with that one. Well, let's take it anyway. What supports the divine feminine? The love, the 2 of Cups, the love that she is holding for the divine masculine, the love that she's holding for the divine feminine, the love that is in balance within her, and that will support her. Go to that love space. Go to that space of your inner divine masculine and your inner divine feminine, and bring those two back together. So the divine masculine outside won't be able to fight the divine feminine outside. They need, when this is in balance, then you don't have to fight. Divine feminine and divine masculine needs to be in balance. And now it's in a time that there is so much going on between the light and the dark, and the spiritual fights and the spiritual attacks, and the black magic, what's going on. Know that that love is the only thing that can pull you through, and that will support the divine feminine. Concentrate on what you have. Concentrate on what you have, and be blessed. Concentrate on what you have, and what you gain, and be grateful for it. That's the only thing that love gets you out. See what you have, and see, if you concentrate of what you don't have, of what's lack, more will come into your life. And this is balance yourself out. Find the balance within, and the balance only comes from love. And that's because I have the two of love here, the two of cups, and the balance card. Keep your balance going, because it could be that you carrying too much on one side or too much on another side, and that you need to balancing it out, and just concentrate on your goals, on what you have. Be grateful. Bless yourself with everything that you have, because there will come a time that you won't have it. That there is a masculine out of your life, or that people you love around you that are in not such a good state at the moment, that are leaving this planet, and we have to be prepared for that. So love, and that's the most beautiful thing, what I discovered. If someone you have a dispute with, or you have an argument with, or and that person is on the verge of dying, there's nothing else than love. In that room, nothing else more exists than love. Or you must be such a nasty, nasty person yourself that you feel hatred, but then, then you are the issue and not the person. But most of the time, love is coming into the surface, into the space, when somebody is on the threshold, is moving to the other realm. The only thing that stays is love. Yeah. So how does she sees the relationship with the divine masculine? Prosperity, new beginnings, new birth, new beginnings, new abundance, loyalty, ancestral wisdom, strength, power, freedom, emotional, deep emotional conversations. So that's how she sees the divine masculine in the relationship. That there is freedom, that there is trust, that there is loyalty, that there is connection with the ancestors, that there is strong, that there is speed, that there is seeing through the veils, seeing each other for who they are. So that's how the divine feminine sees the divine masculine. Okay? That it isn't recuperated or the same at this time. That's only this time. Okay? So let's get another card. What's the theme for the divine masculine to strengthen himself? In what kind of energy is he, or what does he need to strengthen himself? Poseidon, go with the flow. Poseidon is the strong masculine that goes with the flow, that doesn't fight, that's there to create huge waves. And it could be by testing. Hi, sweetie. How are you? Are you coming to say hello? Are you coming to say hello? Are you coming to say hello? No, not there. Come here. Come here. Come here. We're almost done. We're almost done. Come here. Come here. We're almost done. We're almost done. Hi, sweetheart. Sorry, guys. I haven't seen her for a while. Good morning. So that's the theme card for the divine masculine. Come on, hon. That's the theme card for the divine masculine. Go with the flow. Be the Poseidon, be the protector, be the guard of the ocean, and hold yourself strong, directing the waves, directing the energies, and Mariska, if you have a message for me, please do it personal. And that's what's going on at the moment. Okay, so go with the flow and go with that energy. Yeah. So that's what is going on for the divine masculine. In that energy, he will prosper at the moment. Okay. Okay. What is the card for the divine feminine? I have to hurry up, I see, because otherwise they throw me out. Okay, Stargate of Lyra for the divine masculine. Whoa, Lyra. Larenia. Okay, feminine is I am present, and the universe will say carrying your community. Wow, that's really amazing. So the universe saying carrying community, participate and belong. You know that you participate and belong in this life. You have an enriched life, and you creating a community for yourself, caring about your community, that will create more people of the same frequency towards you, so you create your own family. Okay, so carry your community, carry the people you love, carry them. And you only can do that with love, but you don't have to get yourself abused by them. Okay, so that's what's going on. Okay, for the divine masculine, go to the stargate of Lyra. Let's see. Expand your casual chakra, and enter the unicorn kingdom. So he needs to expand his chakras, and going through the gate of the unicorns that will guide him to Lyra. Okay, that will mean when he is expanding his chakras and going through the portals to a higher dimension, and let the unicorns guide him, he will come into a higher frequency where he is beheld and be strengthened by the white lions of Lyra. Okay. I am present for the divine feminine. Expand your stellar gateway and know I am that I am. You are who you are. And go to that stargate and expand your energies to a higher frequency. And when you're, I know it's not an easy task when you're under attack of the masculine energy, or I don't call it the masculine energy, it's the energy behind it. It's more the reptilian energy that's behind it than something else. Okay, so go beyond it, go to the higher frequencies, create that star portal for yourself and go through it. So you can spread your wings and spread more light. But it's also working the other way around, and then you need to be careful because it has to do with this tower. You know, when you spread your light, there are always people around you that can't handle this light. That are, your light is getting out their demons because you're doing well, and they didn't think you were doing well, and they hoped you wouldn't do well, because then they could take care of you and you would be dependent on them again. So that's what's going on at the moment with all the energies between the fifth and the third dimensional realm. I will get some light cards in. And no, we're entering the Dark Mother. We're entering the darkness and the dark energies. So it wouldn't surprise me now, you know, that this is going on. You know, in a few days, we're celebrating Samhain. And all the veil is very thin, so all these energies are coming in to work on your shadow sides. So it won't. I'm not surprised really that all of this is happening. Okay. The light, here he is. The Tibetan fire serpent, seeking higher truth, discernment, a better path, and authorities. Okay? So it's, you need to seek the higher truth from the light. This is the dark energy that I was talking about. This is the dark energy of the masculine energy of the fire that is attacking the feminine energy. Okay, so so you need to see. Okay, I just got a message I was waiting for, so I'm just seeking the higher truth, discernment. Take your discernment of the people you're around with, you know, and yeah, that's what I said, you know, when you're in a lower density, you know, get your guard up a little bit, and just you know, go to the light and to the love within yourself and get it back in balance. And yeah, I hear meditate more. Start to meditate, you know. I can sit in the forest or meditate almost every day, and you know, and it's almost seems like it's irritating people even more, you know. So choose a better path for yourself. You know, that's what I already said, you know. If you're not resonating with people anymore in your life, you know, let it go, and go in again and let it go, and, you know, go with the flow. Go how it feels. You know, maybe in a few years' time, it will feel better. And then there is time and place enough to communicate again. But if it doesn't resonate for you now in your life, let it go and grab your own masculine authority. It's most of the masculine authority. Oh, there's something coming in now. I hear when a masculine wants to have authority over the divine feminine, means there is an insecurity, um, or a lack, or there is no uh, competition, wants to get into this competition, wants to get this addiction of competition, holding on with the divine feminine, because out of competition also jealousy exists. You know, when there is no competition and you work together, there's also no jealousy. If you going to compete with someone, that you need to raise your standard towards the other person, and you're not going there, they're just fighting themselves, right? But then they're attacking, then there is this authority attacking the feminine energies, and it will don't the only thing I can say, don't go into competition. Don't go into competition with the masculine. Don't go in this, don't feed the arguments. Don't go in that energy that is, you can say, okay, I have a different vision, or I see it this way, but don't start to compete. Don't go in that underlying energy that you feel, that is coming up, that wants to be right, or wants to know better, or, you know, just leave it. Don't go into that competition energy, because out of that there is this energy that wants to be right, that wants to dominate, that wants to put the other down, you know. And when you're not in competition, there's also not that jealousy coming up, and most of the time that competition energy comes out of your own jealousy. It's coming from your own jealousy. It's coming from your lack of not feeling good enough, of not being good enough. Maybe for other people, maybe for other, but that's the underlying energy. Okay? So I will close it with this. When you are in this security for yourself, you know that you're okay, that you're good enough with yourself, that you have all the energy that you deserve, that you worked your ass off, you know, that you're not lazy, or yeah, you can have periods that you're lazy or not doing anything, but then you also know there's a period coming up that you have to work your ass off. Well, you know, if that's the case, be as lazy as you can and trust the universe that this is coming in. But when it's coming in, you need to see and need to be there, you know, because people will need you. So this is it for this time. Thank you so much, and I see you next time. Okay, bye bye. Thank you for watching. If you want a private reading, I'm still in the Netherlands for a couple of weeks, so I'm open and to receive clients again. So let me know, and I see you again next time. Bye bye.